Thank you for joining me, and thank you to Expo and the Expo team for putting on another awesome event. I am Bonnie Krebs from Art Impressions, and I am here with a couple of really fun projects. I'm going to show you how to watercolor this 4-season set using the simple tree. Really easy to do and so fun, and just a really neat picture that you can put up or display or give away or frame, up to you. And then we're going to switch gears, and I'm going to show you how to create this really cute gift card holder. So it's a little coffee cup and it holds your gift card. So really fun for any season. Christmas is coming up and Halloween, and you could put a special little gift card in here. I'm going to show you how to put that together. But first, let me tell you about our special. It is 25% off our entire website. That does not include our sale items, which are already way discounted, but 25% off our entire website with the code August25. So that's August 25 at checkout. Put that in and you will get 25% off your order. So in addition, if you spend $50, you will get our full catalog set. Now this is 4 pieces, so you'll get our 2020 catalog, which looks like this. It is jammed full, and it is full of inspiration. It's got lots of card samples, so lots of really fun ideas there. You will also get our newest supplement. This is our winter supplement. It's also loaded. And then our watercolor series. We've got our watercolor catalog and our Bible journaling. Both of these also come with free with a $50 order, including free shipping. So you will also get that and a free stamp in your order. So I hope you find something that you love. Go to artimpressions.com and at checkout, put that coupon code in and you'll get that discount. Find us on Instagram, find us on Facebook, YouTube, lots and lots of tutorials on YouTube. So let's get going. Okay, we are ready to get started with our seasonal trees, and we're going to do all 4 seasons. So we're going to do spring, summer, little apple tree, and the fall, and then of course winter over here. So we are going to get started stamping all of those. We do need a few things, and we don't need very many stamps. We're going to use this small foliage, this small vine from foliage set 4. And then in the 2 basic sets, this is the basic flowers and foliage. We're just going to use the little grass and this little filler flower right here, and then the tree. So we're going to use this large tree right here. And that is all we're going to need. And then I'm using watercolor paper. This is Canson watercolor paper, 140-pound cold press. And that's what I think is the best. That's what works the best for me. And I just love this paper, so I highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm going to start out by inking this tree. I've got it on my acrylic block, and I'm going to use a 969. So this is just a dark brown, and I'm using the side of my marker. And I'm just going to stamp this right on here. Now don't press too hard, just get good even pressure so that you don't mash that stamp into your paper. Now I'm just going to clean that off. And I'm going to use a green now for the summer tree. I'm going to ink the branches on the top with a dark green. Now this is number 177. And then the dark part, the trunk, we're going to use that dark brown. So same color as the spring tree. And now I'm just going to stamp it over here. So good even pressure so that I don't get it too dark. And that's okay that I didn't stamp it perfectly. It's perfectly fine to do that. Okay, so now we're going to move on, and we're going to stamp one more tree right now, and that is the fall tree. And we're going to go back to the brown only. And we'll stamp the winter tree later. So now I'm going to stamp this right here, just like we did the other one, and we are ready to go. So the next step now is to use some Molotov. This is a mask pen, and what it does is it protects all the white areas. So we're going to use this in 3 of the 4 trees. So it comes like this. It has a little pump on the end, and the fluid, when you put it on, you just put it on like this. You kind of tap it, and wherever you've placed that fluid, it's going to remain white. So as you stamp over it and you add your colors and everything to it, this is going to protect those white areas. So we add the little cherry blossoms. This area in the center is going to stay white. And that's why I'm kind of grouping these all together when we do the summer tree, because when we're doing blossoms like that, you know, it's kind of a large area. They're very close together, and it's not like snow, which would be just a bunch of little dots. So I'm just getting a lot of this masking fluid in here, and this doesn't take long to dry. So now when we do the little apple tree, we're gonna do little areas, more single areas, and a little bit larger, because we're just gonna draw those little apples in. And you know, apples kind of hang, so we want them kind of down at the bottom of the branches. I think that's good. We'll put a couple more over here, and maybe more over here. So now let's go on to the winter tree, and we don't have it in yet, but we're gonna just put our snow in. And we're just gonna put a bunch of dots in here just like this, where we think that tree is gonna go. And just kind of tap it in. Don't worry about this part. This is just, there's just nothing to this. You're just putting a bunch of dots in where you think that tree is gonna go. Okay, so let's go back over now to our summer tree, and we're going to dip a brush in water now and pinch it off. So I'm just pinching it off like this. I'm just using a brush. This is a number 4 watercolor round tip, and I'm just now pulling the color out of the lines from the tree trunk. And I can go on now and do the summer tree. Just kind of drag that color out. This is all from the line, so I'm just using plain water, and I'm just pulling that color out of the lines that I just stamped. Okay, that looks pretty good. And you can tell the masking fluid is dry when it changes colors, and it's kind of become this dark turquoise color, so we know that it is ready to go, and it won't come off onto your finger. So as soon as it's dry, you can go in here and you can add your foliage and everything. So let's do one more thing before we do that. We're going to add some grass now to the bottom of these trees. This is our spring and summer tree. And we're just kind of going to walk this little grass. This is a little grass from the basic foliage set. And again, I'm going to dip my brush and pinch it off and just kind of pull that color up. Just really, really easy. And these are simple little paintings, so you know, there's not a lot of detail to them. You don't have to stress out too much, but it is really fun to create something like this that shows the 4 seasons. It's kind of fun to put up on a wall or put it in a frame. Okay, so let's go on to the cherry blossoms now, and I'm going to use the little flower bundle here, so the little filler flower. I'm going to start out with a light pink. This is number 723, but you can use any light pink that you have. And I'm just going to ink this up and just kind of stamp it in a circle. And just ink it and stamp it a whole bunch of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, just all over this tree. And you can see that masking fluid is protecting the areas. So we can just stamp away, and we know that that area will all remain white. So now that I've got my light pink in, I'm going to come in and do my dark pink. And this time I'm using number 725. These are tombos. And I'm going to get the center of that tree and kind of, you know, the bottom under here where it would be darker. And again, I'm just tapping this in, getting this color in here. Okay, so let's move on to this tree now. And we're going to use that, that little vine. So this is the little vine from Foliage 4 set. This is number 177, green. And I'm just going to ink this up and just kind of put it wherever. You know, there's no right and wrong way to do this. And you know what? Every time you do it, it's going to be different, which is a really cool thing. And that's why we sign it, because it is a unique work of art, and every time it will be different. And it's really fun to give these things because people know that you've created it and there isn't another one like it. It will be very special. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of turning my stamp all around. I'm making sure that I'm stamping it a few times, so not just one time. And I think I'm going to add some bright green in here too. This is number 173. And I think I'm just gonna put a little bright green in here. kind of in the center. And this also, you know, is being protected, so that masking fluid is protecting all of our white areas. Okay, so let's go on now to our fall tree. And I'm going to use that same stamp, but I'm going to clean it off. I've just got a baby wipe here, and I'm just going to clean it off and start out with a light color. So I've got a yellow, a bright yellow. This is number 993. And I'm only inking half of the stamp. I don't know if you noticed that when I first started. I should have made a point of saying that. I'm only inking about half of this. I don't need that whole stamp, and I'm turning it kind of as I go, just to get a different look, so that it doesn't look uniform. You know, that's always the goal, is that it doesn't look uniform. It doesn't look like a stamp. We're always trying to get away from that. And let's put a few down here. Looks like these leaves are falling down on the ground. Okay, now I'm going to clean that off, and I'm going to go to another color. How about an orange? This is number 933. And you know, it doesn't have to be these colors. You can use whatever oranges and reds and yellows that you have, because you know, fall is just full of bright colors. Let's just put one of these down here. And you can put as many leaves as you want on here too. Maybe you want a tree that looks like, you know, the leaves have just kind of fallen off already, so you don't have to add as many. Okay, so we're going to add one more color, actually maybe two, and we're going to do the red now. So this is number 885, red, Tombow. And I'm just putting this bright red in. This is what makes it really fun. And you know, by the time you've done 4 of these trees, you're going to be really good at them. Just nothing to it. And let's just get a few more red in here, and then maybe just a little red in here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's just add a little brown now. So I'm just going to add one more color. I'm going to clean that off and just add a brown. This is number 947, and we'll just add a little bit on the inside. Some really dry leaves. Make this really look like fall. Okay, so let's go on now to the winter tree. And what we're going to do on this tree is we're going to use a palette, and we're just going to block in some color, and we're going to use a dark blue. So this is the blue we're going to use, the number 565, and I'm just going to put this on my palette like this. And I'm going to take my brush and water and pinch my brush off and just take some of this color and just kind of add some water to it like that, and just really brush this color on. We're kind of creating a snowy sky here. And you know, we can just put in a little background like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. And let's just blend this out a little bit. Okay, so we are ready to add water now to all of our trees. And we're going to start out with that little spring tree. And I'm going to dip my brush in water now and pinch it off. And now I'm going to just blend. So I'm going to kind of blend out this soft pink and this dark pink. And you'll see a little brown come out from the branches. That's okay. That adds a lot to this tree, makes it look more natural. And just keep doing it. Make sure you don't get too much water. You know, it's always better to start with just a little bit. Pinch your brush off so that it's not too saturated with water. And then just kind of jump your brush around. Okay, so let's move on now to the summer tree, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to dip our brush, pinch it off, and just kind of jump our brush around. So you can see I'm not really painting anything. I'm just kind of softening the lines of the images I just stamped. So we want to kind of see those leaves on the trees, but we want to blend it out so it looks like a watercolor. Okay, that's about all we have to do on that one. So let's move on to the fall tree. Same thing here again. Start with the lighter colors. You know, jump around, get the lights first, the yellows, and then go back in and get the reds. And I'm just, you know, when you touch it with your brush, it kind of blends that color, just kind of spreads it around. Changes the look of it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we've got our blue area. This looks dry. And I'm just gonna make a couple of lines in here. Just like this. I'm gonna show a little snowy background. And let's take some of that blue now and we can just put in a little sky back in the background. And maybe a little bit here and under here. And this part's totally up to you. You don't have to do this. You can just leave that sky out. Let's move that one out of the way and go back to our little pink one. Put a little sky in down here, and then of course in our apple tree. And I'm just really kind of pushing that color around. So again, I'm not really brushing anything. I'm not painting. I'm just softening the lines. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we're ready to take off our masking fluid. And just make sure everything is dry before you do this. And it will rub right off with your fingers. And then let's go on to the little apple tree here. And this one's pretty much done, but let's put in some little apples in here. So I'm using my red and the fine tip, and I'm just going to draw in with the fine tip. Just these little apples in here. You can put as many in as you want. You can see where those white areas are, so you're not having to color over the top of the green. You're really gonna get that bright red. And you can put one down here if you want to. Maybe another one. And you can do as many of these as you want. And let's go back to our fall tree and our winter tree. And now we're just gonna stamp that winter tree right over the top of this. And I'm just gonna ink this in two colors. So I'm gonna use a black first. This is the number N25. And I'm gonna color the top of this tree with that first. And then I'm going to use the dark brown 969 right over the top. And I'm just going to stamp this right about here. I think that looks pretty good. And I'm going to take my brush and water and just pull this color out, just like we did with the other ones. You don't have to do much. And let that dry just for a little bit. We can just put a little more color in here, maybe right here where that tree trunk is. And you can add a little more color into the background too, if you want to. Let's look at these. These all look pretty good. Let's just add a little more blue in here. And you can use your fine tip too. So now this is a twin tone. We have these also. This is the same brown color. And you can go back in here and really darken your little tree trunks and add a little more detail. And that will change the look too, so they don't look all the same. So we've got our spring and our summer and our fall and our winter. And let's just rub this off and we are good to go on this one. You can see that really pretty snow in the background. Just so cute and super, super easy to do. There we go. We've got our 4 seasons. And now all that's left to do is just sign a date and put it in a cute frame and give it to somebody to display. Now I want to show you one of our newest releases. This is our coffee gift card holder, and I just love this set. It's so cute, and what it is a little coffee cup, and the gift card fits right inside. So the little lid lifts off, and inside you can tuck the gift card, and you can put it on a card, or you can make it like this, just by itself. So you could tuck this into a stocking or attach it to a gift. It's just so cute. Or you can put it on a card just like this one. So I'm going to show you how to put these together. Here's another couple samples of that. It's got this stamp. Comes with everything that you need to put these together. Here's another really cute sample. And this one here says, "Thanks a latte." And again, the top just comes up, and inside your little gift card fits into the little slots right here and will fit right inside. So they're really, really easy to do, and I just think they're perfect for Christmas. You know, I'm always giving a gift card away, and I think it's just the most common gift to give anymore. It's a win every single time. So what this includes is all the dies to create that little cup, as well as some extra little ones. So the little tag with the little icons, those all come with this set. It comes with the stamps. One that says "Thanks a latte," one that says "Love you latte," and then this one where you can kind of check the box that you want. So maybe "Congrats, you deserve it," or "Just because you're spectacular." You can kind of check that off onto your little card. So I'm going to show you really quickly how these go together. Super, super easy. And I've cut out all my pieces. Here's the main piece right here, and it comes with 2 score lines, just like this. And these just fold in like that. And then your piece where your gift card fits in, so the little corners fit right into here. And this attaches to the lid of the cup. So this will attach right here. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got a little, and I'm just going to attach this just like this. Fits right onto here, just like that. And now it's ready to slide into the cup. And then I'm just going to take my decorative paper here. This is an A2 card, so you can put it onto an A2 card. Now, if you want to leave it by itself so it's not attached to a card, just cut another one of these and glue the 2 together. So just nothing to it. And I'm just going to attach this now to my card, some decorative Christmas paper. And then all I have to do is now glue these tabs. And they will fit onto my card, just like this. That looks cute. And we've got our cup. And now this just fits right down inside here and just tucks down inside. And then you can add your embellishments to the top, whatever you want to put on here. So if you want to add this little piece here, we can attach that to the cup like this. You could add a little tag with some twine, just like this sample, or you can change it out, make it for a birthday, for Halloween, just for any occasion. These are just so much fun. So this is it again. Let me show you again that set. Comes with everything that you need in here. Dies are included, stamps are included, and it's all ready to go. Thanks so much for watching. Check out that special, August 25 on our website, artimpressions.com, and happy shopping.